the old rock and roll and stuff. My dad, he had all the 60s and everything in his head. But back then now the 60s is a cakewalk to what it is. It's out and out devil worship now in music. And it's plain. I mean, I don't have to. I look at somebody, I hear them go, they'll come in the office, they'll come in the room, and first thing I do is I look at it and say, I want to let my dog listen to that. And I mean it. Keep the dog pure, you know what I mean? But they'll come in, you don't have to explain. You say, you call yourself a Christian, you listening to that? Why don't you say the lyrics to me? Let me have my Bible and say the lyrics to me. It's out and out devil worship. And how can you call yourself a Christian and stuff like that and listen to that stuff? It's not right. It's not right. And people will listen to it and they don't even think about what it's saying. They're controlled by a beat, and it's the spirit of this world, and it's wicked. It's wicked. Okay? Young people, you better watch that. It's easy to flip through them channels by yourself. And sometimes you get curious. What's that saying? I said, my goodness, turn that stuff off. Can't handle much. It's wicked. It's bad. And don't get it. I mean, you shouldn't be listening to that stuff. And I'll tell you what, you always ought to pray and say, Lord, put a watch over my ears. Help me to hear the right thing. You know, be careful, little eyes, what you see. Be careful, little ears, hands, what you touch. And you need to watch that. Now, woe unto them that call evil good. Verse 20. Woe unto them that, verse 18. With cords of vanity and sin, as it were with a cart rope, that say, let him make speed, hasten his work, that we may see it, and let the counsel of the Holy One of Israel draw nigh and come, that we may know it. You know what they're saying? And people are like this. They're saying, bring it on, God. They know God's judgment, and they say, bring it on. Now, what spirit is that? That's the music spirit. And that's what you're up against. You know what you better do? You better set your face like a flint to serve the Lord Jesus Christ and say, I'm not going to move for anything. Because they will blatantly come against you like that. You need to be bold in the Lord. Alrighty? Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, and put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. So now they're making laws for sodomites. And that is blatantly wrong. And they're making laws for abortion, and it's just morally wrong. They're teaching that they kick the 10 Commandments out of the schools. What is wrong with the 10 Commandments? Thou shalt not kill. What's bad about that? The kids learning that. Thou shalt not steal, and they're making it illegal. That's today. 21, woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes, and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine, men of strength, to mingle strong drink. Now, I don't really understand that one. But they're messing with things right now. Right now, they're trying to mess with these chromosomes, make these drinks, and make you super strong with messing with. They say they're going to make a child or a person that has all these immunities, and he's a super smart and strong person. That's what they're messing with the chromosomes. Well, there it goes. There it is. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine, and men of strength mingled strong drink, which justify the wicked for reward, take away the righteous of the righteous from him. Therefore as a fire devoureth the stubble, and the flame consumeth the shaft, so their root shall be as rottenness, and their blossom shall go up as dust. It all goes up in smoke. Because they have cast away the law of the Lord of hosts, and despised the word of the Holy One of Israel. Proverbs 13:13, whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed. Therefore is the anger of the Lord kindled against his people, and he has stretched forth his hand against them, and has smitten them, and the hills did tremble, and their carcasses were torn in the midst of the street. For all this His anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. In other words, he's saying, keep it up. I'm not going to stop it. Let it go on. Whew, that's bad shape. That's in a bad spot right there. All right, I'm going to finish reading this. And he will lift up an ensign. Well, I'm going to stop right there because we got 10 minutes. I want to go over this real quick. You had 6 woes. 6 woes right there. Number 1 is house to house. You get too much close together. Second woe is wine, Proverbs 21 and Habakkuk 2:5. Third woe is the iniquity and music. We went over that, Proverbs 5:22. Fourth woe is call evil good, verse 20. And the fifth woe is I'm okay in my sight. You better watch out for that stuff. And the sixth woe is mighty to drink wine. It starts out with wine and ends up with wine in that chapter. All right, I'm going to stop right there.